Hey, welcome back in Man 2040 Business Technology and Psychology Thinkcast. In this Thinkcast, we talk about business, we talk about technology, and we talk about psychology. Today, I'm going to talk about the presentation skills. So let's suppose you are a salesperson or maybe marketing guy or maybe a consultant, and you present, this is your first interaction with client, and you organize a Zoom call with client, and then you start presenting your product, your technology, your company to client, for example, right? And so generally what happens, like every person is busy. The buyer is very, very busy, right? They don't have 1 hour, 2 hours to listen your story, right? Because we are living in information economy. We already have the information already. They have the information about your company and about everything, right? So generally what happens, you start presentation and your first slide is about my company name is this, our product is this, we're in the market from past X years, we have these clients and we do this, we do that, organization structure, this and that. And it's a complete, sometimes seems to me a waste of time from another side, right? So right approach could be in the first slide, you put the problems, write down what are the common industry problem in reference to that client. For example, if that client is a manufacturing company, right, and you build a technology, you write in the first slide, first bullet point is problem with time to market, problem in delivery, problem in monitoring the complete supply chain, problem in integration, etc., etc. You write those 5 standard bullet points with respect to that particular prospect to whom you are presenting technology. You write these problems in the first slide, right? And then you ask, hey, listen, hey, James, listen, does these all problems sounds correct to you? Does any of these 5 problems belongs to your processes? And maybe, I'm sure the James is going to say yes. We have a problem to monitor the time exact lead time. We have a problem to calculate exact cost, right? And then you say, listen, James, yes, we have technology which can help you to calculate the exact cost of the process, exact cost of the product. And we have been doing it from past many years, and we have many clients who have been using this technology to calculate the cost. And then what do? You open that slide, just that slide, which is in reference to cost, and talk about this. Correct. Then you ask another question. Hey, James, what do you think about this technology, this method, about the cost, what I explained you? Can I show you a glance of technology, a glance of software, what I have in my system? So what you do? Now you switch from PowerPoint to the software part. Maybe you are a salesperson, maybe that's not your job, maybe you don't understand like how technology works, but you open just the software, just show them that there is something. Just click here and there, show them, hey, listen, you see, I click here, these are the variables, these are micro variables, here is another variable, there's a formula, here is the engine of artificial intelligence, which is taking the data where algorithms are used, and now the cost is calculated, you see. So you see how strategic it is, how convincing it is for other person to understand you. right? But if you start with the company presentation, your product, number of people work with you, that's not gonna make the impact to the prospect. But if you follow these principles, if you write down the problem from the beginning and ask to prospect, out of these 5 standard problem, which problem is interesting, which problem you face, then you start with that problem. And I'm sure during that communication, you will find the opportunity to present the company, to talk about company, to talk about your turnover, to talk about your success in the past. Or I would say, if you do like this, other person, the prospect would be eager to ask you, hey, listen, what you are saying is very interesting. Tell me a bit about your company. You see? So how beautiful it is the time other person, there are two things. Like first I present myself, hey, my name is this, I do this, etc., etc. Or maybe I talk about the problem of the other person, and then he asked me, hey, yes, what you are saying, that's very convincing to me. That's very interesting to me. I think it can help me out. Tell me a bit about you. So it's not the push approach, it's the pull, right? So that's my suggestion for you the time you are presenting next time to your prospect. Thank you very much once again, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.